Hi, I'm going to do my very best to show you how to use Gotsoccer system as a referee to make sure that all your information's in here that needs to be, and to make sure that you get that it works properly so you'll get games and get assignments. First thing you need to know, gotsoccer.com is what goes in the URL so you can get to the front page. Then you're going to go to login. Then it shows you the 6 portals for the different levels of entry. I'm a referee, so you're going to use this referee login portal. If you do not have a referee account yet in Gotsoccer, you'll want to create one by starting right here with the register button. It's very simple. You fill out the required information. Here on the left side, you have to have a phone number, email address, etc. On the right-hand side, you probably don't have your referee license information yet if you're a brand new referee. That'll get mailed to you from the Federation. Your course instructor will let you know what grade level you are. Over here, give yourself a username and a password, and then you'll submit this. I'm not going to submit a new one because I already have an account. So I'm just going to go back to the login. I'm going to put my information in and log in and show you some of the steps from here, because from here on out now we'll be very the same whether you just created a new account or whether you entered into your existing account. You will want to make sure, go to my profile, feel free to upload a photo there. Make sure your state registered does say Indiana. Make sure you got that filled in. Check this, make sure this was accurate and correct. You should be good there. The very first thing that you're going to want to do is get yourself attached to your DRA, which will be your primary assigner. To do that, you'll click on Events. You're going to search Events, and you're going to type in DRA. Go. Find your DRA on this list. Your course instructor can help you decide who your DRA is today. Find your DRA and click on that person's name. And now you'll be attached to that person as an assigner. Now we need to go to your assigner list. Takes a minute to load. It's a lot of information. But we're going to go to your assigner list. You're going to find that person on the list. I'm using Tom Parks. Over on the far right-hand side, I know it's tough to read, but there's a blue button here. It says Make Primary. Tom Parks will be my primary assigner, and he's at my DRA. He will be able to help me with my Gotsoccer account and questions that I have, etc. Once you've attached yourself to your DRA, you're going to want to go over to the background checks. If you're an adult, it'll say background check. I believe if you're less than 18 years old, it says age verification. Either way, you're going to want to click this button. There's a little short video to watch, but then it says submit a report. It'll either be for age verification. This one happens to be for a background check. It's going to ask for some of the same information. I'll just verify that this is here. It has some questions to answer real quick. An agreement to read. When I get to the bottom, I have to agree to the language in this document, and then I'll submit it. Then that goes to Indiana Soccer. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to run the background check through the system. The age verification doesn't actually run through a system. It literally just verifies that you're less than 18 years old. A couple other things that you're going to be required to do in the Learning Center. There are some courses that you'll need to take that are now required by the U.S. Soccer Federation and Indiana Soccer. There's a Safe Sport course, and that will be explained during your course probably this weekend. The Safe Sport course, there'll be a button that says to start the course. I've already taken the course, so my button's missing, but you'll click on that. It opens up a screen. You'll put in your name, your email address, and please use the exact same name that you have in your Gotsoccer account and the exact same email address that you have in your Gotsoccer account, so that once you finish the course, it'll come back and show completion here for you. I have just started the heads up course, but you'll have to take this one also. Just click the button and it goes into the course, and then you can just go through the steps, etc., and take it from there. But those are the 2 courses that you'll be required to take also before you're approved as a referee. The next thing that you're going to want to do is get attached to some events so that referee assigners can find you. Right now I'm attached to this one event. All you do is you search events. I always put in Indiana because that's where I want to work, is in Indiana, and go. And these are the different events across the state. For example, let's say I wanted to work at this hurricane soccer event that was up in Fort Wayne. Then I simply just register for the event. And then what I want to do is these assigners that work for the event, and I click on their names and approve them. Just click approve. That way then, in this case, Jody Cruz will be able to see me in that event so that she can assign me to games. Same thing, I would want to approve Mary Denton also. If you've registered for an event, you've changed your mind, or you're not going to be available, you can just cancel the event, and then it will disappear. You're not going to want to cancel the event if you've already gotten assignments, of course. You'll want to talk to the assigner if something comes up, so that they can make other arrangements. But very simple to do to get attached to events. Another thing that you'll want to do is go to the under Home. You're going to want to set your availability. Now that you've attached to your primary assigner, you've attached to events, you've taken your courses, etc. Now you need to get your availability set up. Gotsoccer manages the referee availability 2 ways. You can tell the system you're available, and that means that for all of the assigners that you're attached to, it will show you as available all the time, except for any time that you would enter a blackout. And it's very simple to add a time when you can't. Let's say, for example, that you can't work on January 14th at all. Let's say you can't work at all that day. I would start like at 7 o'clock a.m. and end time 11 o'clock p.m. and save. Enter a blackout time. That's, oh, typo there. Sorry about that. And save. All right, so what it's done is it's added that blackout time. So if I go look at my calendar view, it shows where it's all this pale yellow shows that I'm available, but that dark orange means I've blacked out that day. So you would not get assignments on that day. Another way, an alternate, if you don't want to manage your time that way, an alternate way is to tell the system that you're unavailable, which means that there are no assigners that would see you at all ever, unless you come down here and tell the system the specific exact date and time when you do want to work. So now let's say I want to be unavailable all the time, but I do want to work very specifically on this day, and I'll work anytime after noon on this day. .12 p.m. and let's say I'll work until 11 o'clock p.m. Okay, and then if I save it, then that will show. This is my rule is I'm not available. My exception is that I will work on January 15th from 12 to 11. So if I go back and look at the calendar view, and now you can see I've said I would be available that day. It shows me available from noon on. So then that's when the assigners would be able to work with me, assign me to games. Feel free to reach out to your DRA. They can offer lots more assistance. Good luck.